They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Ryan down around the goal line. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan going to give this to Davis. Bulldozes past him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
Now Ryan on first down. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple. They go play action now. Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Linesman incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
Watson's throw is caught here by Anderson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Again, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Patterson on the carry. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. About 3 yards there to the 27. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Again, it's Davis. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll run on 1st down. Davis. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. He'll drop this off for Davis. Touchdown! Mike Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On 1st down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Run. Mike 54, Mike 54.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 45. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now it's Watson. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Again, Watson to keep it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. John Kaminsky got him down defensively. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it win.
Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check back 45. Check back 45. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 45. Alert. 45.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike, 45.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go on 4th. Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To throw, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Gets this to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is. And let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Ryan to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here's Watson. He'll find Metcalf. That catch good for only a couple. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Watson to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Watson. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Silver. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 28. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Push him back. Push him back.
One last throw here for Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.